There it goes. Alright, I have audio. There it goes. Alright, I have audio. There it goes. Alright, I have audio. Yeah, thank you, Jason. I am very audio-tastic. And by Jason, I mean Colonel Rowe, whose first name I may or may not know in real life. So this is my first stream. I am a little nervous because Lord knows who's going to show up to this, but that's okay. I've got some liquid courage. Ah, refreshing. Tonight's beer is a Eugene Porter from Revolution Brewing Company in Chicago. They are basically the best. Now, because I am a Luddite, I only have one monitor, which means I'm going to be doing some alt-tabbing to check the chat windows and just generally make sure everything is running smoothly. It's probably not going to make for a very interesting stream. It also means that if I want any feedback on what I'm doing, I'm going to have to pull everything to a grinding halt, which I'm sure will be wonderful for my audience of one. So Shadowrun's pretty fun. I've only done a little bit of role-playing in the actual tabletop setting, and the last time I tried playing Shadowrun Returns, it was on a phone, which was much too small to really enjoy the experience on. So I'm going to try again here now that I own the Steam version, and I'm just going to figure out what race and archetype I want to play. My natural inclination, of course, as always, is to play an orc, because orcs are basically the best. But I could play a troll. They're pretty fun. Humans are basic. No one likes being a human. I always really like elves, specifically in Shadowrun, because they have that sort of like instant celebrity status by virtue of being elves. It's one of the kind of cool things that the world building did for elves is like, oh, they're sexy and exotic, so they are basically all movie stars and everyone wants to be them, and humans will even try and affect an elven look or elven diction when they speak. It's kind of silly. All the other meta races kind of get the shaft. Dwarves, orcs, and trolls are all kind of looked down upon, but the elves get bumped up in lots of people's eyes. Thank you, Colonel. I will go ahead and drop the in-game music. Of course, that means I have to back out of what I was doing. Let me know if that's better. I'm also trying to get used to this delay that Twitch does, which is that better? Okay, in case anyone missed it, I had a really fun rant there about elves and how I like them in Shadowrun specifically because of how they kind of get instant celebrity status just because they're so pretty. Dwarves, orcs, and trolls kind of get the shaft in the Shadowrun universe, but that doesn't make them any less interesting. Who am I kidding? I'm going to play an orc. Duh. Street Samurai, that's pretty great, but kind of predictable. Decker, Mage. Oh man, I do like the riggers. Then you get the little robots you can have running around with you. That's pretty great. Physical adept are like the crazy monks, which is pretty sweet. Could be a shaman. They do stuff with spirits. Boom, boom. I do kind of like the leather jacket that you get when you play an orc shaman. Like, all of a sudden you get a leather jacket. That tickles me a bit. Oh, I guess you get a leather jacket for literally every other archetype except for the rigger and the physical adept. That's a bummer. I have so many people in my chat room. Alright, Colonel Rowe votes rigger. Let's see if 12-story condo or Doom Monkey will say anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do Alt-Tab a little bit just to keep an eye on the chat. Luckily, I'm not playing anything that requires me to have fast Twitch gameplay. Thanks a lot, Connor. That's for the best. Guys, I know you're the only ones in the chat room. If I use your names because I know all of you people, then I'm sorry. I'm going to try and break myself of the habit of using people's first names. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Okay, I have the chat app open on my phone so I can actually follow the chat while I play. Absolutely, Connor, you should definitely play Heroes with us. It's a lot of fun, and it's kind of a bummer that no one else in our little crew has joined in on us with it. Alright, I got votes for Combat Mage. Let's give that a shot. Definitely gotta find a good orc image here. Okay, let's for a second take a look at this, because I don't think that this image matches what the character model is doing right now. Somehow he does not look as suave or cool. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Kick-ass dreaded mohawk. Laser goggles. Of course, the laser goggles don't show up on the character model. Ugh, faux hawk, that's not great. Now the dreads I like, but again, this is not What I'm seeing in the picture is not what I'm seeing on the character model. I think I'll go for Snarly here, and let's just go ahead and unlock some of these options and see if I can tweak him a little bit. Let's chop and screw this guy. Now, of course, I am colorblind, so I can't really comment about any of the colors I'm choosing here. Definitely gotta give him a beard, though. Well, that's just awful. That's just the worst. That's a little bit better. At least now it matches his hair. Okay, got some Klingon options. Okay, there we go. That's like a beard. Horrible mustache. Oh, even horribler mustache. What is wrong with... Oh, chops. Okay. Alright, I'm liking the chops here. There we go. I got chops. Okay, hang on. What do you mean I won't be looking at the model? I'm going to be playing the game and the model runs around in the game. I like chops and dreads. Maybe I'll name him Dread Chop. That seems to be fitting. Tinker with skin color here real quick to see if anything tickles my fancy. I kind of like the darker hair color. Yeah, I like this. I like this, and it sort of kind of matches the picture, so we'll go with this. Okay. I got karma to spend. This is my least favorite part of every game like this because I want all... See all of this stuff? I want all of it, but I can't. Because I have to focus on what will make me magical. I suppose I want to do willpower stuff because I'm a mage. Like I got... No, my intelligence is awful. But that's not going to matter for me. My strength is okay. Quickness is okay. My body is slamming. Girl, look at that body. I work out. Quickness, I'm not going to worry about. I think I'm just going to worry about my intelligence. Let's make me book smart. No, not intelligence. I'm an idiot. Let's get rid of that. I don't want that. Willpower. Willpower is what I want. There we go. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and make my ley lines visible. That seems like that's a good option. My Blizzard handle, Doom Monkey, is Ryan the Lion, and I think it's 1632, if that matters. Hang on, I can actually find it for you real quick. Just gotta keep reminding myself not to pick my nose. Yep, Ryan the Lion, 1632. Okay, so I have a couple more options here. Since I have 2 karma points left, I could increase some of my ranged combat options, maybe give myself a pistol ability, so that I have that option open to me. I can also increase my dodge, which would probably be really helpful. I think I can also save it if I want to. And then use it later. I don't know. Charisma is used to control spirits. I could bump that up just to kind of get myself in that zone as well. Apparently I need to select Doge. Alright, let's... either I need to select Dodge or someone is making a Dragon Ball Z abridged reference. Either way, I'm going to go with Dodge. And 1 karma left. Meh. Bank it? Audience says bank it. Let's bank it. You know, seeing it typed out like that doesn't really do anything for me. What do you guys think of Magic Fingers? I don't even know what Threven means. Okay, there we go. Now I've moved my phone. No, okay. First of all, I moved my phone so it doesn't look like you guys don't have to look at the top of my shiny bald head whenever I look down to look at the chat window. This is my second monitor now. Second of all, I would only put a 1 in place of an I if I were playing a Decker, and I'm not playing a Decker, Connor. Thank you very much. What about... Wait, I have one quick edit. See, now he's like Matlock, but it's also a play on his physical features. I'm going with Mutlock. He's an investigator. Like Matlock. 3 o'clock in the morning? I should be in bed. I'm a very busy person. No, I did not give him the stash. Enough to cover me through the end of the... Man, this apartment sucks. Look at that bed. I can't fit on that bed. I'm an orc. Look at me. I'm like twice the size of this bed. That sucks. Oh, my personal calendar. This will be good. Why do I have an analog personal calendar? Like, why do I have a notebook? This is the future. This should all be in like a Google Glass thing that's embedded up my ass. Google ass. Oh, everyone I know is dead. Hi, Evil Yoda. I have kind of a guerrilla rig set up here, Evil Yoda, so if I know you in the meat space, you can let me know in sideband or in the stream right now. Otherwise, if I don't know you in the meat space, welcome. No, I can't afford Google Ass. As I just checked my ledger, I am actually dead broke. I'm dead broke and I have no friends. I ain't getting no Google Ass. Let's check my turlet. I can't even get into my turlet. I'm too big to fit in my turlet. Oh, hey, Julius. All right, let's set the tone for what Mutlock is like in general here. I think he's going to be... I think he's actually going to be a fairly concerned person. Aw, Sam's not really here. He's dead. Bummer. Guess I'll cross that one off of my friends list. Oh boy, it's flashback time, guys. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't choose Urban Shaman because, like, this would be embarrassing. I'd have, you know, female orc shaman here already. Thank you, Connor. Glad somebody got that. New Larry, you have got to be kidding me. I've been running with 6 months and he's still New Larry? Oh, and he's a weeaboo too. 6-month-old Larry. Hey, that's right. New Larry. You were supposed to cover Dowd. Oh, shit, son. I'm gonna cast Google Glass right up his ass. Alright. Realized I clicked through the text a little quickly. I basically got betrayed. Now I'm gonna fight. For anyone who needs a synopsis, I will click through it a little bit slower next time. Okay, turn-based combat mode, action pool. I actually know how all of this works. For those of you who don't, it's a fairly simple system. I'll kind of run through it as I play here. I'm going to go ahead and close this though. So we got the number of spaces I can move with one action point here. You can see the little one wherever my cursor is. And if I move it out further, you can see where I can move with 2 action points. That's pretty handy. And then you can see down on the lower left here, I got Power Bolt selected. That's one of my powers. There we go. I can also punch. So I got 2 moves. I got Punch and I got Power Bolt. We're going to go ahead and use Power Bolt, and we're going to attack 6-month-old Larry. And that felt pretty satisfying. It only cost 1 of my action points, so I'm gonna do it again. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna get into cover because that's important. You can see if I move like by where this table is, I get the little shield icon there. That's super handy. It also is directional, so you'll see the shield icon is on that front facing, whereas if I were to go over here, I have a shield icon on the other side. And it's filled in, which if I remember correctly means that's heavy cover. Alright, Sam here is going to move behind here to start, since I got these schmucks over here shooting at me. And he's also going to shoot 6-month-old Larry. 6-month-old Larry. He is a toddler. He's actually 2 3-month-old toddlers stacked on top of each other wearing a cloak. And then Sangoma here, hang on a second, she's a shaman. But all she has is a machine gun. Super good shaman. Okay, he dead. And I just killed the double toddler, which is excellent. I like the to-hit chance that I have here. Oh, I can see ley lines. I don't know exactly what those do yet. I'll figure that out later. I'm assuming this is a ley line, because it's all sparkly glowy. Right now I'm just going to shoot bolts of lightning at people. Unlimited power! Alright, got some more schmucks rolling in here. Oh, that's a big old scary orc guy. And I am stuck in not a great place. Let's, just get on the other side of this table. Let's move over here. And then shoot more lightning. Sam's kind of stuck. I think we're going to put him behind this table just to keep him from getting shot too much. And Sangoma's going to move the same way. I think I've got more incoming. It's been a while since I've played this first part. That is not intentional. I believe that's a problem with my setup here. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can fix that. No, that made it actually even worse. There's like a little thingy up here. I'll have to tweak my my aspect ratios a little bit, I think, in order to try and figure this out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna punch this dude behind me, this Renraku mage, right in his dick tip with lightning. Oh, gotta reload. It's gonna take an action. Let's go ahead and move Sam over here real quick before I reload. Oh, I've summoned like a little thing. That's pretty cool. Let's probably attack that guy. Oh, that's okay. Cool. That actually functions similar to how drones work. It looks like. Let's go ahead and have Sam reload. Fire on this guy, take him out. And I'm going to try and give the spirit 2 AP. Oh, nope, it's decided to attack me. That's super great. One crisis at a time here. Oh hey, I actually won. That's pretty cool. It had a 9% escape chance. I'm not sure that anyone could have predicted that. Man, that was a long flashback. So, I accidentally clicked ahead without thinking about my audience. Sam has basically told me that he's dead, and my name is the only name he could think of for people that would care. And he's basically said, if you find my murderer, you can either bring them to justice or just exact revenge, and I will have a huge payout waiting for you. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain. When the job is done, they'll know what to do. Chet. Ah, this is his lawyer. Excellent. Pursuant to Mr. Watts' wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain has installed a security-dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices, such as Google Ass. I have had a little too much beer to continue trying to read these, so I'll just leave these up for everyone to see. Yeah, +1 Brofiels, -1 fucking party members, -1 new Larrys. Yeah, I'd say I've traded a drinking buddy for a paycheck, although you're recording, I don't know how you're gonna deal with me responding. Oh, you hope I said yes. What if I said no? Like, do I just quit the game and be like, nope, I'm not doing this, and then I just assume that everything went according to plan? Oh yeah, old Larry was the best. Everyone loved old Larry. Old Larry was 8 months old. I'll say this for Harebrained Schemes. They did a really good job of coming up with the Shadowrunist story that ever Shadowrunned. Outside of, like, literally just starting in a seedy bar where a guy in a suit is acting as your Mr. Johnson and handing you a running mission, this is a pretty bog standard Shadowrun story. What is happening over here? Is this just a bookshelf full of garbage that's fallen over that I've left in my apartment? That's awful. That's the worst. Guess I'm heading back to Seattle. I hope to God that Renraku's memory isn't that long. I suppose a shelf like that has like all those compartments, when it falls over, it just becomes 9 small garbage cans. Shaka, when the bookcase fell. Alright, I'm back in Seattle. I'm following Sam's locator chip, and I'm at an illegal chop shop for body parts. I love you, Shadowrun. Never change. Oh, it's a franchise, too. That's awesome. I'm not sure I want to know what 07 is. Mutlock and Sam Watts at Renraku. It is a little man saluting. That's pretty great. That is a rictus smile, which I suppose is appropriate. I love this last line. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. I'll tell you what, the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game has nothing on hopelessness when compared to Shadowrun. The worst thing that happens in Call of Cthulhu is that you go mad and die. The worst thing that happens in Shadowrun is that you survive and have to live your shitty, shitty life. Corporate politics, taking away receptionists at legal organ chop shops. Pfft, figures. Alright, so how mysterious do I want to be? Obviously, Mutlock is not my Christian name, so I'm feeding him a line no matter what. Let's be civil. I represent Sam Watts. I think this is an answer that he's not expecting. I know enough about the Shadowrun universe to not go anywhere close to mentioning 100,000 new yen. That's just crazy talk. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. You don't get to know about any money, sir. I can't get over how creepy this guy's smile is. What's an Emerald City Ripper? I'm just kidding. The Emerald City Ripper is my favorite laser baskets team. I don't think that the term delicious is the right thing to be saying here. So here's a little factoid about me. I am a sucker for any sort of game that has in-universe lingo. So this answer right here, yeah, that's right up my alley. Obviously, this person is either just like filling in a scrapbook or is trying to construct a perfect mate. Ah, someone's here about the new Ripper victim. I'm just going to go ahead and, while that's going on out there, I'm going to go ahead and snoop around in here. I'm left all alone. Alright, guys. I take umbrage with this for just a second. Below the chest, there's a small pencil-thin incision. Gaping fist-sized hole. Ooh, evidence. I really am Matlock, but also an orc with dreadlocks, and I'm a wizard. Let's look at the business card. Okay, Seamstress's Union. Interesting, interesting. So, a cred stick could be handy. There might be something on it. Sam may not have drank all of his money. But it was in a little plastic bag, which means our buddy, the coroner, knows that it's here. So if I take it, I could get in some serious trouble. I think I'm going to have to phone a friend. What do you guys think? Should I take the cred stick? Yes, I mean Harry Dresden. Oh, Harry Dresden. Damn, that is pretty good. You guys. I'm still pretty happy with Mutlock, though. Let's take it. I could use a couple bucks. Hey, 300 new yen. I'll take that. Oh, I'm really glad I looked at this purple bloodstained shirt. That's very useful information. Oh, hello, Jessica. I feel terrible that we arg. We have been blank long blank to say I'm I suppose I better go talk to this hard-boiled orc cop out here. I'm sure he's a very nice fellow and that we'll get along famously. Oh yeah, this bodes well. Stand by, guys. I have a yowling cat. Yeah, there she goes. Oh, Sam's mom. Foul play. Stand by. Oh yeah, this guy seems trustworthy and on the ball. It's hard to trust any cop that has rolled up sleeves but is also wearing leather biker gloves. Ah, he uses magic to stun the target, and then pops out an internal organ. So I'm no anatomist or medical doctor, but I'm pretty sure you can live without your liver for at least a little while. That means that this guy, and I think the spleen was one of the other organs that was taken by this Ripper from our earlier conversation, which means that this Ripper is either leaving them to bleed out, which is possible, or the victims will wake up and then just sort of slowly die from loss of organ. That's pretty horrific. Yes, McCluskey, you're looking for a whacked out surgeon. Just start arresting surgeons. I'll tell you when to stop. Why use a hand tool when a laser will do the trick? Well, I'm not stupid, so the last option is out. Apparently I'm not strong enough to intimidate. So, do I want to be a smartass, or do I want to play along? I think I'm actually going to play along. I don't want to get on this guy's bad side. Yeah, that's right, McCluskey. You can think you intimidated me. I ain't proud. I don't care if you think you're better than me. You know, this is actually kind of depressing. Yeah, countertopical is a word you could use. All right, short, smiley, and creepy. I think we can agree on that. Oh man, I have a whole bunch of information that I can try and plumb from this guy. Ugh. Alright, let's find out what I can find out from the dwarf here, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. We'll see where this information takes me though. First of all, this is good information to have. Let's find out who's paying McCluskey. Okay, that wasn't helpful at all, but it's at least good to know that he's on the take, and that's something I can be out on the lookout for. Yeah, if I'd been around when he was getting murdered, that probably would have been super helpful. I really hate the suicide that's not a suicide cliche. That's a discussion for later though. Technically, I wasn't hired by a ghost. I was hired by a past corpse? I gotta remember that, so this is good information. But I also got to remember that he told McCluskey it could be like a field surgeon, someone maybe ex-military, as well as someone who's a fan of antique medical equipment. Keep both of those in mind. Okay, past uncorpse if you're going to argue with me, Connor. Ghosts aren't real in this world of orcs and dwarves and trolls and elves and ghosts and spirits. Shit. Well, that has some positively disgusting implications, Dresden, but okay. Oh, good. I'll go poke around some body lockers. Alright, game, alright. I get it. I get it. I'm a fucking filthy American. I don't know what 21 degrees Celsius is. I'm assuming that's warm. Well, of course he's gonna murder me, Connor. He wants to be friends, and he can only be friends with dead people, apparently. Oh, this is gonna go real well. Apparently this man was wounded in a horrible rave accident. He had a glow stick permanently embedded into his skull. Next thing I know, they're going to be doing measurements in millimeters and bullshit. The metric system. Bleh! It's only the, like, most convenient way to measure things. Man, I am running into shamans left and right. This is ridiculous. You know, as a character, like when I'm getting into the head of Mutlock and becoming Mutlock to interact with this world, all three of these options are interesting, but as a person, as a player, I've fallen asleep in some pretty weird places, so I don't really want to judge this guy. Do you think that's what the Emerald City Ripper is trying to do? He's trying to collect organs to summon Captain Organ?
By your powers combined, I am Morgan Captain.
See, Organ Captain would have been a great name. Testes! God damn it, Phil, no one wants the testes! Go away! That's not part of Captain Organ Captain!
Please don't put balls on me, Phil.
Fucking Phil, man. I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but if I remember correctly, Gaia, the spirit of the earth, gave out these magic rings to these 5 special young people. But then, like, they also had, like, a jet and a tank and, like, a jeep that they drove around in. And, like, what? How? Were they solar powered? My point is, I haven't watched Captain Planet in a long time, and as an adult, I have a lot of questions. Let's figure out what this guy's deal is. That figures, Connor. Well, I'm sorry, Jake, but I was Sam's best friend and he never mentioned you. Did you happen to get a phone call when he died? From him when he died? A phone call from him when he died, after he died? 'Cause I did. So, I mean, I'm just saying, maybe I'm a better friend than you were, maybe? Dude, do you see my leather jacket and my dreadlocks and my mutton chops? Of course I'm cool. The only way that you can be Sam's friend is if you kill all of his previous friends. The more I see it written out in this game, the more I absolutely love the name Mutlock. Mutlock's drink? Man, I don't know. When you're controlling the eldritch forces of nature and the arcane, it's probably best not to be consuming alcohol. Of course, having said that, tequila. I mean, that might just be me projecting onto Mutlock, because I like tequila. Actually, you know what? Mutlock seems more like a beer person to me. Ugh, soy calf. I think I just threw up inside my own stomach. For those of you new to my stream, I, in my day job in the meat space, am a barista at Starbucks. So, soy coffee is not something new to me. It's something just eminently disgusting to me. Don't put soy in your coffee. Don't put anything in your coffee. Just drink your coffee. That reminds me, I gotta follow up on the Sprawl Gangers miniatures game that Catalyst Games was supposed to be doing. I got a couple of playtests in when they were doing very, very early playtests in, and well, the game had a lot of problems at that point. I kind of liked where they were going with it, and I don't know if they canceled it or if they just never, if they're still trying to get it off the ground or what the story is. Colonel Rowe, if you're still in the chat, do you know anything about what's up with Sprawl Gangers these days? The deck building game is supposed to be amazing. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Of course, they named it Crossfire, which means all I can think is Crossfire every time I look at it. Yeah, that doesn't bode too well. Probably means that it's either stuck in some sort of limbo as they try and get sculptors or whatever for the miniatures, or maybe it's just not going to come out because the market's kind of saturated right now. I bet they do gangbusters if they did a Kickstarter, though. Well, none of this is particularly helpful, but let's see if he knows anything else. Well, this isn't particularly interesting, although I'm kind of guessing... Alright, so current running theory is that these two are working in tandem to be the Rippers, because I have no way of corroborating this guy's jumped by Halloweeners story. And I just don't trust Dresden's creepy grin. We'll see what happens, though. I'm probably way wrong. I'm probably way wrong. I'm gonna go punch some Halloweeners in the dick tip, it looks like. Ah, supplies, you say? I think I could punch some gangers, gain some karma, and earn some supplies all at the same time. That sounds like fun. Ooh, how do I want to respond? I'm going to turn this one over to the peanut gallery. That is totally fair, Connor. And I don't disagree. Oh, I'm not gonna get greedy. I'll take 1,000 new yen. Ah, well, Mr. Armitage, the arcane forces of the spheres are my piece that I pack. The heat. I mean, literally, the heat. I can throw fire at people. Yeah. That's my wizard voice, guys. Get used to that. It's awful. I don't disagree, but I like doing it. Oh, man. Well, I think if memory serves that all of my stats are with guns are shitty. Yeah, my stats are all pretty shitty, so it really doesn't matter. I did gain some karma though if I wanted to try and bump up some of my gun abilities. I'm gonna throw this one over to Colonel Rowe. What do you think, Colonel Rowe? Should I try and get myself some weapon options here, or should I spend this karma on more spellcasting, or should I continue to bank it? I have 3 karma. Oh, I can't spend karma in a conversation. That's a bummer. I like the way you think, sir. A little spray and pray is a good option, and I don't necessarily have to spend points in my SMG ability if I don't want to, but I'll have it if I need it. And in the meantime, I can still hurl lightning. Oh, I definitely want to know more about the Halloweenies. Why couldn't they be led by Sean Paul? Uh-oh! Oh, cool, you've made me a meat shield, Armitage. Great job. Okay, so I can augment a little bit and get myself beefed up with some SMGs. Allows me to hit targets if they group up. That's kind of nice. Or I go down here and I spend a couple components on conjuring so that I have conjuring abilities. It would mean I would need to start bumping up my charisma pretty soon, or I hold on a little bit tighter and a little bit longer and bump up my willpower. I am open to commentary from the peanut gallery. And by peanut gallery, I mean esteemed audience. Okay, Connor seems to think I should hold off until I can lightning harder. I like that plan. Let's go with that. And hey, look at that! I already auto-equipped my machine gun. I remember correctly, there's a Steam community mod for this game that allows you to equip tattoos in place of your cyberware slots, so that spellcasters don't get the shaft. Normally, if you include cyberware slots, I think it affects your stats a little bit, your essence, but there's no other option. The first chi casting upgrade is Killing Hands. That sounds pretty cool. It also allows me to equip magic resistance if I take it a little further up the chain, which is kind of nice. What's interesting is that spellcasting seems to only unlock slots, like spellbook slots, and then of course the ability to see ley lines through the fog of war. Of course, I don't know what ley lines do yet, but things like the Conjuring School actually give me abilities, and chi casting actually give me abilities. I don't know if those are spells that fit into these slots, or if I will find spells later. Oh shit, ley lines are a big power boost when I stand on them. I'm gonna stand on them like 24/7 then. Well, I think for right now I'm gonna hold off on anything and actually kind of move along here, and we'll see if I die. Go ahead and do a little save action here. Let's head outside and punch some Halloweenies in the face. Yeah, this is exactly the sort of thing that I'm excited to run into. This whole situation that they describe right here, that sounds just lovely. Alright, so we got a stash in the corner here. Oh, hey, look, it's the bike from Akira. Of course it is. I don't know where the bus stop's, dude. I can't help you. Let's go talk to this Slave Leia cosplayer here. Orcs are your favorite? I 100% believe that statement that you just said. Let's go root through this trash. I mean, I'd feel more comfortable if Jake stepped up and used his mag card, but if he wants me to do it for him, I'd be more than happy to. Oh, fancy that! Oh, this is super great. Oh, thank God this stuff auto-equipped. Resistance? No, I don't like any of this. Oh man, I got hit pretty hard. That's no bueno. Okay, let's see if I can maybe not die. There you are, medkit. I can't shoot Slave Leia, that's probably for the best. If I tried shooting her, she'd probably jump up behind me and choke me to death. And then blow up my boat. But frankly, I would be asking for it because I put her in that horrible, horrible outfit. Now wait, if I do this, am I gonna actually lose Mana Bolt? I don't want to do that. Let's just shoot him with Power Bolt. Yeah, I pulled up the menu to see if the gear that perfectly fits me was actually equipped on me. Luckily it was, but, you know, I paid the price for checking. Wait, that wasn't dealing with the Halloweeners? That... meh. Alright, let's go kill Sean Paul. Oh, hey, this friendly fellow wants to talk. This worried man. I sure as hell ain't no paladin. I only fight when I've been paid to. Well, this seems like a simple question of logistics. Yeah, let's take some side quests. This has a nice side quest vibe to me. Probably it's just gonna end up being more Halloweeners that I gotta worry about. We'll see what happens. So the name of this joint right here is Dandelion Eaters. And I feel like that's a reference to something, but I cannot place it. Now I want to see if there's any other names I can... There's Munchies. Dandelion Eaters. Man, that... Is that a Monty Python thing I'm thinking of? Let's go see what Sarah wants. Oh, she's trying to give me some friendly advice. I don't see any reason to be rude. Ooh, that's no bueno. But that's who I'm looking for. So, I mean, I guess I gotta go that way. Oh, hey, looks like I got a little compass here on top of my power button. That's kind of cool. Shows me where I gotta go. Oh, definitely gonna plumb her for information. Who knows? Yep, Sean Paul is a troll. We know that. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. She can clear out. She's smart enough. She knows what to do. I don't need to tell her to get out of here if the situation's bad. At first I thought this was a baby carriage. I'm glad I was wrong. No one named Vlad should ever be cowering like this. I'm gonna, in my head fiction, I'm approaching this guy because I don't need anyone who's a secret Halloweener coming up behind me and casting spells or summoning spirits at me. So let's try and figure this guy out. Oh, what didn't you see, Vlad? You can't leave me hanging like that, Broseph. Pumpkin heads down the street. I like that he's calling the Halloweeners pumpkins. Let's see if we can talk this guy down. Let's take him to the chill out tent and see if we can talk him down. Now if you're playing Fallout 4, Connor, then it means you're going to find a depressing skeleton montage nearby. Or feral ghouls. Ooh, Vlad saw a spooky spirit. Theirs is an ancient and powerful line, Connor. Okay, so this is interesting. He saw a horrifying spirit across the Seamstresses Union the same night that Sam Watts died. And no reason not to talk this guy down a little further. You go get some sleep, buddy. We'll talk later. There is just a dude standing here in a hood. That's ominous. Next to the baby carriage. Another dude over here by the bus stop. Yeah, there's an embarrassment of shamans in this game. Okay, looks like there's a Halloweener. There's a Halloweener. Man, how you gonna have a name for your gang that has wiener in it? Like, that just seems like you're asking for something. He's not suspicious because of the hoodie, Connor. He's suspicious because he was standing next to a baby carriage that's empty. Am I gonna get a chance to talk to this guy before I have to go shoot him? Like, if I walk up to these guys, let's see what happens. Looks like we got some sentries here, just sort of posturing at me. You know what's a great idea, Jake? Is when you know a gang is looking for you, to walk right up to them and be like, oh yeah, these are the guys that are looking for me. Smart guy, Jake. Smart guy. Then again, you were sleeping in a morgue, so I don't know what I expected. Chummer. Man, that sounds unpleasant and unkind. Magics? I am getting, like, fucked up here. This is no bueno. Let's get behind this baby carriage. Get Jake behind this baby carriage, which is a motorcycle. Kill that guy. She's gonna run up here. I think that's a she. Okay, these look like one-time use spells. I don't necessarily know that I want to use those just yet. Oh, dandelion eaters are also done here. Is that graffiti then? Or is this like viral marketing for that restaurant I passed? I do not have a great opportunity to hit her, but I also don't want to leave cover. Let's go for it. Hell yeah. One more. Oh shit, yeah. Keep fucking magic balls at things. Seems like a good way to go. Oh, this ain't good. Let's, Jake, let's put you behind some cover here, buddy. No, 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 no. Now is the time to use my one-time use spells. Let's give myself some armor. And then let's run the fuck away. Die, Sean Paul, die! Yeah, I was getting some really solid crits there. I'm gonna defer, because I ain't ever fought Halloweeners before. I'm gonna defer to Jake. What does he say? I sure as hell am no fool. I know how gamers work. We're gonna end this right now. Little divide and conquer action here. Hell yeah. I did not know that. That is, you see, I always heard really good things about the Shadowrun SNES game, but I never actually got a chance to play it. I tried once when I was first learning about Shadowrun to play it on an emulator. And I didn't get very far because at that point I had a very poor understanding of emulators. Doesn't look like there's anything here for me to dig up. Maybe I can go find that market. Oh, it looks like there's something over here. Oh, that looks like a whole other thing over there. I'm not quite ready for that yet. Oh, it's the scene of Sam's murder. There we go. Oh, thanks a lot, Jake. You're basically going to stop me from doing what I need to do. That's super fun. I got no beef with this guy. I don't see any need to be rude, but I'm not going to keep someone with a big old sword of Damocles on his head. Oh, Connor, thank you so much for watching, man. I appreciate your patronage, and I'll talk to you later, man. Actually, I think on that note, I'm going to say goodbye to Mr. Armitage here. Fare thee well, Jake. I helped you kill a bunch of gangers, and now I'm going to bid you farewell, because you gave me my starter gear, and that's really all I needed you for. Great Neuromancer reference, though, buddy. And before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and save. Oh, hey, I got 4 karma points. I'll spend those later, because I'm going to save and call it a night, I think. Well, Colonel, thank you so much for showing up as well. I appreciate your patronage. Twitch is telling me that I have 5 people watching me right now. I don't see how that's possible. But if there are 5 of you watching, thank you very much for watching. This is my first stream ever, so I hope I was at least a little bit entertaining. Shadowrun Returns is a lot of fun. I think it's going to be something I play through fairly regularly, and we'll see how far I can take Mutlock and see if his investigation into Sam Watts' murder goes anywhere. Until then, guys, have a good night, and thanks again for watching.